Good afternoon, folks. The Chief Meteorologist Nick Lilligan here, taking a look at your tropical update for August 7th of 2019. I have some very good news to pass along in this tropical update as well. As you know, brought to you by Pine Belt Gutters. Good folks over there helping us out with these every day. All right, the good news, very good news. If you're headed down to the coast this weekend, because it is going to be pretty toasty all across the southeast. If you're headed to the Gulf of Mexico coast, things looking good. Water temperatures nice and warm. Should be a pretty good weekend. Good northwest flow aloft means that the sea breeze as it goes into shore is going to get cut off aloft by the breeze that's coming out to sea or to Gulf. So the thunderstorms won't get really a decent shot to really get moving before they get kind of sheared apart, which means it should be a little bit drier as we head into the weekend. I know it's only Tuesday. But I always like looking forward to things. All right, back out into the open Atlantic. We're still running above average to the north, still running below average off to the south. All right, so what does it look like into the Gulf of Mexico right meow? We've got a couple of thunderstorms out here. Most of this stuff is associated with little perturbations in the atmosphere that continue to dive into the Gulf of Mexico from the north. We got one that came up from the Bay of Campeche out here. Outside of that, really nothing doing into the Gulf of Mexico, out into the Caribbean. What's left of Invest 96L here, I would say in the last couple of frames here, is gone. It's like that episode of South Park, and it's gone. All right, we've got another wave back in behind that, another one up here. The National Hurricane Center not concerned about either of these developing over the next 5 days, and neither should you. As we look out into the open Atlantic a little bit further, there's the wave from just the other day. Notice how fast that thing fell apart. There's another wave coming off the coast of Africa. Watch how fast this one falls apart. Watch how fast this one, watch how fast, the computer will catch up eventually. It's a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I said it was Tuesday earlier, didn't I? It's Wednesday, folks. Coming off the coast and just completely falling apart. There are waves back in behind this. However, I will say that the wave train has slowed down just a touch over the last couple of days. The reason, there's a lot of dry air out there. Look at all of this dry air. I mean, this is the dry Saharan stuff with all the Saharan dust in it. Just squashes anything that tries to develop out there. It takes there's a lot of inertia, I should say, in order to get over the hump for some of these waves that are out there to get moving. This is as we head through the day on Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. Notice all of the dry air that's out here. Now, there is a break in the dry air back in behind that. However, this big patch, this big old bulge of dry air just drifts across the open Atlantic as we head through the beginning to middle of next week. And then it is replaced by more dry air coming off of the Sahara back in behind that as we head through Thursday of next week. All the while, really nothing happening out into the open Atlantic. Look at all this dry air. I mean, just puts a lid on anything that would want to develop as we head toward the anniversary, the 50-year anniversary of Hurricane Camille. So there's a look at your tropical update brought to you by the good folks at Pine Belt Gutters for August 7th of 2019. Again, really not much to worry about as we look out into the tropics as we head through the next about 5 to 10 days. And truly, as it looks like right now, at least through the next about maybe 10 to 14 days as well.